And just like that, we're back. We're back with up-and-coming cup action tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. As I just spat all over my mic, I apologize to anyone. I'm gonna lean back a little bit so that you guys so I don't do that again. Welcome back, everybody, to the Sporty Stream. My name's Sporty FC. I'm your caster for tonight, and we got an impressive showing here with Titl and Emelee versus Japan Red Foxes in the up-and-coming cup. We're in the 5th week of the season. We're nearing the end here. We're nearing the playoffs. Both these teams are well into the playoffs, but getting wins at the end here would be very helpful, especially for Japan Red Foxes, as they used to be that top team, undisputed top team. Now they've kind of fallen from grace a little bit, trying to get themselves back up there. Current standings are with Japan Red Foxes in 3rd, behind Hypnotic and Golden Hour. And then at number 6 is Titl and Emelee. This would be a great win for Japan Red Foxes. Titl and Emelee going to distance themselves from the relegation zone. There's currently 13 teams left in this league. Top 10 make it. They're not too far away from there, and they want to get some wins to keep themselves away from those teams. Winning over Japan Red Foxes wouldn't just be good for as an upset, it would also be great to just, again, give yourselves that space that you need. Again, we are making sure that the teams are getting into the lobby. I'm gonna have to actually reset my lobby because it's not correct. I was meant to do Champions Field only, so let me get that working. There we go, Champions Field now on the screen as we're gonna go to our match. Again, it's an important one here between Titl and Emelee and Japan Red Foxes. The winner of this gets another win, gets more points, and keeps their confidence going. We got a full 5-person roster. For Titl and Emelee, though, their starting roster has been confirmed to be Beige, Dimensions, and Big Fronton. Japan Red Foxes, Sake, Draxes, and Zay seem to be their starters for tonight, but they do have Sakura and Speedy. I actually do not know about the whereabouts of those two players, or really any of the Japan Red Foxes players, but I know Sake at least is going to be playing. He's messaged me a couple times already. I'm making sure that everybody gets in. As a follow coming in from It's Recon. Welcome to the Sportiest Stream. How's your evening going so far, Recon? Hopefully it's going well. Hopefully you're having fun. And hopefully we get to see some action here on the stream for the last match of the night. This is expected to start in about 5 minutes. But again, it could take a little bit of time. It could take a little time to get the players in. Hopefully, it doesn't take us too long. The last series we had was a show match. That took a little while for everybody to get into the lobby. It took us went about 5 minutes later than expected. But this one's a best of 5. This one actually matters in the up-and-coming cup. Titl and Emelee with a 7-3 record. Japan Red Foxes with 8-1. Teams are actually quite close to each other. So we're going to get a good prediction poll going here. You guys can vote on who you think will win with the points that you've gathered in past streams. As you guys do that, again, we're making sure the teams get in as quickly as possible. Trying to make sure that this series actually does start on time. As I am looking at something, 1 second, someone just messaged me. Again, we're making sure that everybody is ready to go. Would hate to have a false start. That's happened before, though. As we are getting confirmation, Titl and Emelee is joined. Just waiting for Japan Red Foxes to follow. And we gotta make sure that everything's going well. We are confirming again that Japan Red Foxes does join. Hopefully everyone's doing well tonight. As hopefully we get some up and coming Cup fans jumping in here to watch this series. As we're probably gonna go to the end game right now. As oh, my game has not loaded. Let's give it a second. That happens a couple times because I forgot to load it before stream. Oh, someone else has pinged me. Oh, it's another streamed match. Ah, we got 2 streamers in this lobby. That's interesting. That's actually kind of cool. I'm actually not against that. But I'll be taking the official stream here. We got Trigger Happy as well doing comms, I just noticed. That's kind of cool, actually. And we are making sure that Japan Red Foxes gets in here. I don't want to be late. I have things planned later tonight, so I really don't want to miss those. Hopefully we can get Sake's team in. Ow. I just bumped my knuckle. There we go. I'm gonna ask and see if we can get a response from them. Tells me no then, if they're not in. Hopefully we don't get too late. Would hate to have them fall a little late, but it is now game time, so should be joining. Japan Red Foxes should be here again. It's gonna be a best of 5. First to win 3 games takes the series. We are hearing that they're gonna be falling a little bit late. They're finishing up a scrim. That makes sense. Well, hopefully we can get this stream done. As hopefully everybody tonight is doing well. I'm happy to be here. Do have our votes coming in to finish up our prediction. Make sure to vote for who you think will win. Titl and Emelee will be in the blue. Japan Red Foxes will be in the orange. And we are still waiting Japan Red Foxes to join. But I promise you guys, once they do join, we'll be getting ourselves underway as quickly as possible. Japan Red Foxes and Titl and Emelee are close on the scoreboard, but not really. They're close in scoreline. They're not really close on the scoreboard. There's actually a couple games differing between each other. Japan Red Foxes have a better tendency have a better tendency to win by larger margins than Titl and Emelee. What does Japan Red Foxes do here? And as we wait, we're going to be good. This is going to be a Just Champions Field series. Japan Red Foxes requested Just Champions Field for every single game this series, so we're going to be using those. Just Champions Field. It's honestly, I couldn't have chosen any other map to use. I'm fine with this. You are hearing from Japan Red Foxes. They're also now having some issues. They're still going to be taking a little bit of time again. Hopefully the series doesn't start too late. And it's going to be like Murphy's Law here. We're going to have the worst things possible happen to us, aren't they? Because that's what happens on this stream, guys. We just have to wait. No, it's not too much of a problem. Let's hope that it doesn't be too late to the point where they might have to reschedule. As that happens. Again, now the prediction poll is definitely closed, so there's that. We'll be getting a good raid after this stream as well to anyone that you predict. Maybe Trigger Happy has another match after this. We'll see. If he does, I'll make sure to raid him if he's available. But of course, yep, they're falling a little bit late here. Oh, I see someone messaging. Hello, RISPLF. Welcome, man. Hopefully you're doing well, my friend. Welcome to the stream. We'll be seeing you hopefully on Thursday. You said you wanted me to get you that match, so we're gonna get it for you. Don't worry, I love casting, so it's not a problem for me to go a little bit out of my usual schedule to accommodate everyone else. And besides, you're early, actually, for requesting matches. You don't usually get match requests on Sundays. But I take them. If you can get them, you can get them. As we're falling very late now, hopefully we don't fall too late. Still waiting on Japan Red Foxes to join. They are. I don't actually know what the rules are surrounding this stuff, but I would assume it's probably 10 minutes. I think this server does follow a lot of the same rules Indie Gaming League does, so I think it's around 10 minutes after start time. We're now about 5 minutes after start time. And Japan Red Fox is still waiting for them to join. We do have Titl and Emelee in the lobby. They're currently chatting with each other, probably on the Trigger Happy stream. But for Japan Red Foxes, make sure they can get in and start up this series. Hopefully all of you are doing well. Oh wait, let's just we'll be here, but don't worry, we'll get there. It started very soon again. They're having some issues with their technology and scheduling. We'll make sure to, again, we'll make sure to get you guys a series. If we can't get a series for you, I'll let you know. But currently, that is the current situation we're in. Just waiting to make sure that we actually do have a series here. Is not on the top of our brains just yet. We know that the teams are both ready and are chatting with us, so no problems just yet. No problems at all. So, again, sorry, I do apologize about this delay. Match was supposed to start about 6 minutes ago, but we're still waiting for Japan Red Foxes. Match was supposed to start. Oops, I accidentally turned on my stream sound. Oh well, at least you get to hear my voice a second time. BJJJJJJ. We're still waiting for Japan Red Foxes to give us the okay. There you go. Just again, we are always talking with these guys, making sure that we can get them. I'm gonna be messaging. I'm gonna go and message Titl and Emelee for a quick moment, making sure that. I'm gonna check in with the Japan Red Foxes, seeing if they're okay. Actually, I have no clue if Japan Red Foxes even joined. As they, okay, they have told me they're coming in. There we go. Getting confirmation that they're joining. As we will start the series. A little bit late, but not a problem. They're here. It's a best of 5 again. I'm 3 wins to keep going. You lose 3, and you'll be losing the entire series. Well, the situation this really is, isn't it? As we are hearing from Japan Foxes, they're joining. Here they are. We can start right now. It's gonna be Beige Dimensions. Do they have a third? They have a they have a third. There you go, and Big Run's on. Took him a little while. Versus Sake, Draxus, and Zay. Zay's gonna be playing. In this series, again, if we need to go to 5, we might have to. But these teams are gonna want to win it as quickly as possible. And as dominantly, too. It'll be a close series, though. These teams, well, again, are not very close on the leaderboard. Banner Foxes have been at a bit of a downswing. Titl and Emelee been holding themselves very well at the center of the group as they now start out swinging. Big Ron's on to score first. And Titl and Emelee off to a great start here. They're getting rid of Drax's challenge, and Zay can't make the stop on Dimensions. I'm sorry, on Big Ron's shot. Dimensions had the assist. And Titl and Emelee off to a great start, trying to make the upset play against Japan Red Foxes. Ron's on. Dimensions trying to get a touch. He does. Just barely, but Sake to clear it back. Beige, last man, makes that great touch and so much power behind as well. Uses the nose of his car to get that one off the back wall. Here comes Dimensions. Flicks, but it's helped out by Zay. Zay will clear it into the corner. Ron's on. Draxus to save, and now a double commit from Japan Red Foxes. As Titl and Emelee starting out very well. Here comes Ronson. He'll score again. 2 goals for the man. As he's off to a great start here for Titl and Emelee. 2 goals inside the first 60 seconds. Titl and Emelee's going to want this to continue. It's only been the first minute. They're probably going to need to score again to secure it. And goal differential does matter in this. I'm not sure actually what the tiebreakers are, but I'm sure it'll be at least one of them will be goal differential, and if not, why not score as much as possible, right? Get yourself on the stats boards. Make a name for yourself. Why not? As Ronton shot towards the back wall, Zay will keep it out, and Bee's challenge not confusing to Zay's eyes as Drax is now just a straight shot, a clear, and here comes Sake. He doesn't need to touch it though. Draxus will score, and now Sake's left. Hopefully we fix the issues here with him. I don't know if we continue to go or... No, I think we do continue though. Again, if we have to default, we default to goals. Sake's back now. It seems like he may have had a computer issue. Again, they did have computer issues before the series, so not uncommon that he had some during the game. As I've now turned off the scoreboard for you guys. I'm so sorry about that. As Sake is back in the lobby just in time to see his team's kickoff go in their favor. Cleared out to Zay. Zay trying to tie it up. Doesn't get contact. Dimensions going to go through Sake. And he can get through Drax's. He's looking to maybe go after Zay, but Zay wasn't fooled by it, and he's going to actually score on the way back. Japan Red Foxes ties it right back, and another minute gone. 2 more goals for the other team. As we saw 3 Japan Red Foxes players in that blue half. Titl and Emelee caught out of position here with 2 players up on the wrong end. And now, as soon as Titl and Emelee got their lead, a minute goes by and it's gone right back to Japan. As they're going to now clear it out from Drax's. Maybe a flip reset for him. He can't get it. Beige is going to get his touch. Zay looking for another, can't do so. Here comes Ronton under Sake, can't go through Drax's. And Drax's pinched out with the player Sake to shoot it towards the blue net. He actually may have found it off the crossbar. Next player in is Drax's. Bandit Foxes so nearly close to taking their first lead. Just one good goal away, and that's it right there from Zay. What a shot from him from the corner. He has so little of an angle to shoot that. Beige definitely didn't expect it. You see him, he doesn't even jump for it. What a shot from him, straight from the corner into the net. And now Japan Red Foxes 3 goals unanswered. Ronton. Drax's is there. Tap down to Sake. Dimensions, though, is going to take advantage. And with a play like that from Drax's, no wonder Titl and Emelee is able to tie it up. Just not the touch he was looking for. Instead of shooting it out to the corner, he shot it straight out in front of the net. Dimensions is there for it. This is a very heavy scoring game 1. As Zay up for it, looking to the crossbar, looking for a bump as well. You saw Dimensions getting harassed on his own back line. Pinched back though from Japan Red Foxes. Drax's trying to find that answer. Dimensions taken away by Sake. This is towards the net. Beach not jumping immediately. He's gonna go for the second chance. Saves it in time. And now Titl and Emelee, bit clumped up. They have to get out of the defense. They are not able to. Beige. As Sake clears it long. Zay picking it up. He doesn't get the touch. Here comes Dimensions though. His shot's good. Titl and Emelee, another goal for them. They take the lead here late. Zay, a poor touch. And then he leaves the play. Dimensions is given free roam to shoot wherever he likes. And poor Drax's, has no chance of saving that one. Bandit Foxes needs to find another goal. Beige. Long clear out. Sake's there. He can hit it up to himself, actually. And he can even utilize that corner to pass it in field. And for Zay as well. 2 players commit from Titl 1. Drax is in. Saved on the line by Beige. Oh, and Emelee holding this lead for dear life. It's all they have in game 1. Drax's. Again, looking in field for Japan Red Foxes. They're not getting chances, but a couple misplays on defense is why they're in this position. As Zay, not a great touch, and Dimensions almost finds another one. Zay, a couple poor clears from him. Fortunately, was only capitalized on the last time that it happened. The one before last time. Axis clears Beige. Looking in field. Ronton's over there, but he's not risking it. Sake to bring it up, to dribble, to flick. In field, Ronton will save it. Drax's will put it back in. Japan Red Foxes. Their offense has not been poor, but it needs to go into overdrive here in these last seconds. More importantly, they need to get chances. Here's their chance, though. A technical 3-on-1. Drax's over Dimensions in front of the net. Shot isn't there from Sake. And a 3-on-1 wasted by Japan Red Foxes. They're going to be writhing from that one. As now everybody up on their last chance. Infield for Drax's. But that's going to hit the ground. Titl and Emelee takes game 1. And we had a couple swings in that game. 2 goals, then 2 goals, then 1, then 1, then 2. And we could never see a team take it fully. But that last chance from Japan Red Foxes, that air dribble bump play, it works. But the follow-up from Sake, he missed the shot. And that's going to be what determines game 1. Japan Red Foxes now needs to look to game 2 to tie it up. Sake is now left again. It seems like he might still be having some issues. As I do see, he has 90 points. He has, again, he said he has computer issues, but he has had computer issues before the series. Hopefully, we're able to fix those as soon as possible. We'll be waiting for Sake to join back. And Zay is also left. Japan Red Fox is having a couple issues here. There's Drax's as well. He's still in for Japan Red Foxes. As we are hearing that the Rocket League crashed for Zay, so we have time. Is he having a crash? No, there's no crash whatsoever. We're getting in for game 2. Titl and Emelee here. Chance to double their lead in the series and go to match point. Japan Red Foxes, a win here would make this a best of 3. They could definitely take that. It would also give us a game 4. They have to look to it to see if they want to win this series. Beige. Flicks past 1. Second touch can get through Zay. Here's Dimensions though, to help out his fellow teammates. As Titl and Emelee started off well in that game, and then they loosened up a little bit. Japan Red Foxes came back, and now Japan Red Foxes gonna score first. They're given space in the midfield as no one in Titl and Emelee thought that they would be going for a passing play. Axis to Sake. Sake, it's a goal. Japan Red Foxes scores first. And with that early lead, Titl and Emelee needs to find a way to get back. But again, they're no stranger to doing that. They did that last game after going down 2-2, I believe. They had to work even with Japan Red Foxes scoring another third goal in that game. They're still able to get that win when they needed it most. Dimensions trying to get around Sake. Sake infield has to get that second. He does over by Fronton. Bijan dunked away by Draxes, and that clear, helping his team out. Dimensions just going to get a light touch out. Zay past 1. Net is in front of him. No shot to be had. And there was a demo on Beige as well. That net was actually open for him. Japan Red Foxes still searching for that second goal. Infield to Zay. Zay to targets. Just off the post. And Japan Red Foxes asking a lot more questions on offense. A lot more demos. A lot more crowding that offensive zone. And even then, they still always have that third man back to make sure that they aren't overcommitting, that they can get back in time to make any sort of stop they need. There's our third man at use. Dimensions. Oh, great double tap, though, to beat out the Japan Red Foxes team. Okay, back pass to Zay. And Beige is in here, but cut off by Big Ronton. Beige can't get a shot. Titl and Emelee are looking for more, but a terrible touch will give Japan Red Foxes a second goal. Titl and Emelee, and more importantly, Dimensions, no power on that hit whatsoever. Puts Big Ronton on ice, and the ice cracked with it under him. Japan Red Foxes is going to make this a series by the looks of it. If Titl and Emelee can't find their way back. It's a big kickoff loss as well. Gonna give Japan Red Foxes another goal. And nothing working for Titl and Emelee. They're starting to crumble. As Beige completely side on that kickoff. It's going to give Japan Red Foxes a very easy finish here with Draxes. And now, Titl and Emelee and Japan are still looking to get themselves back. Game 2, though, it's all Japan Red Foxes right now. 3 minutes remaining. Titl and Emelee needs to score about a goal about every single minute. And they're not playing as fast. They're not playing up to the Japan Red Foxes pace. Instead, they're playing catch-up. There's a lot of demos coming in because Titl and Emelee's trying to play a bit of a slower game here. Japan Red Foxes like to play aggressive, like to play in your face. Don't want to give any space whatsoever. They're definitely going to remove you from the pitch if they feel that you're not able to evade them. As this one in field, Zay is demoed, but not without getting that clear. Sake up. Him and Draxes together. Draxes almost puts that one in as well. Another short pass in front of the net. It can't be turned in to a goal. Sake, one touchdown. Zay is up. Big Ronton to dunk him. It's in front of the net. Draxes. Tap down play. Beige to keep going. And Dimensions is in. Dimensions off the crossbar. Titl and Emelee so close to getting that first goal. And Big Ronton, he misses a shot there. That could have been a goal itself. But Titl and Emelee failing to do some of the things that they did so well last game. And they haven't found a single answer now. Japan Red Foxes. They just passed from Beige. Trying to find anybody, but again, no one on Titl and Emelee's up there. As a demo, and a redirect almost goes in. He almost found the crazy angle. Pass in field for Ronton. Ronton's shot is still off. And Zay, no problem with that save. As demo's coming in, Dimensions misses the target on what should have been a goal. And now Zay's going to beat out Beige. Zay making this 4-0 for Japan Red Foxes with a minute 20 remaining. Japan Red Fox is making sure that they can tie this series up. And with this, a lot of momentum is going to come with them as well. They're running away with this game. It's an absolute one-sided affair. And Japan Red Foxes are loving every single second of it. Dimensions. Looking infield, but Zay, not fooled. Clears it out for Draxus. Draxus gonna get the second one infield. Ronton actually forced to save this, and Dimensions forced to save that. And that's what sorry I haven't said that more, but Titl and Emelee has to make many, many saves to even make this respectable. It doesn't mean anything because Japan Red Foxes just keeps on scoring. And they're putting on the offense to put Titl and Emelee on the back foot. Great saves for Titl and Emelee, but yet they haven't been able to find goals. Your defense can be immaculate, but if you can't get a goal to support it, then there's nothing really you can do about it. Zay gonna let Big Ronton clear it out. Big Ronton loses the handle of it pretty quickly. Zay touch, but he's getting chased down by Beige. Dimension's shot will go to the back side, and that's all from Beige there. Running Enforcer, going after both Zay and Drax's, allowing Dimensions to find the goal. And Emelee does get one late, but it might be too late. Japan Red Fox is just going to let this game run its course, and end with them on top. As Titl and Emelee were able to score late, but again, just too slow a start for them. They got completely overwhelmed by Japan Red Foxes. An overwhelming thing that didn't happen last game because Japan Red Foxes had a pretty weak backboard line, but we're pretty weak on the backboard. But this game, much stronger from them, especially on offense. Convert themselves to a 1-1 series. As we go to a pretty decisive game here, Game 3, to decide who gets match point. The winner of this going to be extremely pleased with themselves. We are waiting for Trigger Happy. Oh, there we go. He's ready. Game 3 here. Everybody getting in pretty quickly, actually. That's good to see that everybody... No issues anymore. Well, for what I can see. And now 1-1. Japan Red Foxes can use that momentum they gathered from Game 2 to keep themselves going in Game 3, but Titl and Emelee can also stop them. Who's going to get themselves an early start? Sake. Great defensive pass to Zay, and that's going to get the clear over Big Ronton. Big Ronton forced to only hit it towards Sake. Going towards the net. Zay's going to try to get Beige. Instead, Beige bumps Zay to the save. Again, Japan Red Foxes keeping it close here. They're getting so many quality opportunities. And even if they all don't, and even if some of them don't work, they're still getting them. They're still making Titl and Emelee work for every single save they have to get. Big Ronton to the side, but Zay keeps it in. Could get a second one. Trying to get the dunk on Dimensions. Can't do it. Here comes Draxus! And shot through the heart is Titl and Emelee. As Japan Red Foxes once again strike first. Another poor clear from Titl and Emelee. Dimensions, though, you can't really blame him on that. Coming off the ceiling, he has to watch out for that second touch potential. With Zay, and forced to have to clear that direction. He has to clear low, and that's where Japan Red Foxes wants him to be. Now looking like they could get a second one. It's going to be Drax's once again. This time Sake to assist. As Big Ronton again. This is how Japan Red Foxes play. They overwhelm you with their aggression, overwhelm you with their pressure and their speed, and they force you to make plays that you wouldn't make otherwise. Japan Red Foxes have found the formula to success. And all you need to do is execute it. Zay actually gets a flick reset there. Uses his play to just continue adding more challenges. Big Ronton's shot's going to be saved away by Drax's. And someone's going to follow on this. It will not be anyone from Japan Red Foxes, though. Ooh, unfortunate that one hits the post. Zay. Big Ronton's going to dunk him. Zay kind of an obvious play what he was going to go for there. He was going to go for the chip. But it was known that he was going to go for it. Zay now keeping it up. And Sake, look at the speed from him. Coming in there immediately with that challenge. And now trying to bump out a couple players. Drax is to the side. Clears it towards the corner and trying to chase down Beige. As Titl and Emelee, Saj mentioned, she jumped so early. Was expecting a challenge there from the Panda Fox's third man. Said now he's going to demo that third man. Drax is trying to get the clear. Demos have been employed by both teams. Japan Foxes have used it mostly just to beat down Titl and Emelee when they don't have a lot of boost. And Titl and Emelee uses it to get themselves some space on offense when they do get that chance. You need speed to do it. Japan Foxes have been the faster team, but when it does come to defense, a lot of times they are flat-footed in their own net. But you can see they always have that back wall covered. And that's a stark contrast from Game 1. Game 1, the backboard was their big weakness. So it gave Titl and Emelee that lead at the very end of the game. Their backboard and not being able to get a good touch from it. As Japan Foxes allow Titl and Emelee this pressure here. Titl and Emelee says, thank you very much. It's going to go in front of your nets. Drax has to clear it. Gets the pinch too. Beige bumped out of the way. Here comes Sake. Sake to shoot it on. Big Ronton there. Makes himself bigger in the nets. Gets the save. Back to Sake. Zay. Or Sake. Who's going to call it? Sake will call it. Infield for Zay. And again, Japan Red Fox is keeping up the lightning fast pace that they're so used to. Drax is. Oh, it's infield though for Beige. Sake to pre-flip. And that speed is there on defense for them. Japan Red Foxes still playing extremely well. How do you slow them down? Need to take that boost though, and for Titl and Emelee, that means they need to get some offense, need to get that boost away. Because that will force Japan Red Foxes to play slower, but that miss in the midfield is not going to help them. Zay now has it, gonna hit it to the back wall, see if Dimensions can make the play. Dimensions on 7 boost, can only get a light touch out. And Japan Red Foxes happy with that turn of events. As Dimensions clears it away. This game, though, not as one-sided. Japan Red Foxes are not as successful with the same play that they went for from Game 2. But still, they're up by 2. Titl and Emelee, their offense has completely disappeared since Game 1. And Japan Red Foxes overwhelmingly in the lead with just their aggression alone. Even though it's only by 2 goals, it definitely feels like Japan Red Foxes are leading them in all facets of the game, but really, it's just the pace. Zay out. Sake trying to get rid of Big Ronton. Couldn't do so. Titl and Emelee still hold out. And here's a chance for Big Ronton, looking for a 50-50. It's above the nets. Beige is in. Beige can shoot. Beige can score, but saved on the line by Sake. Japan Red Fox is still stuck on defense. Shot is good. Sake can't reach it. And Titl and Emelee, some life left here. We have just over 30 seconds remaining. They can tie it up and maybe even force overtime. But they're going to have to do this once again. Titl and Emelee so close to tying it up. Able to score a goal last game. So Japan Red Foxes went for a design fake play there. On the kickoff, Zay's flick. And all the Japan Red Foxes are doing, putting on that pressure, wasting out the time. Mentions clear though. Foxes will keep it to the back. And Zay. Not the touch he wants. It's in front of the net. It's dangerous. And Sake there to save him from what would have almost been a goal against him. Japan Red Foxes, though, winning a couple more 50-50s as well. Giving Titl and Emelee even less time. And this clear ends Game 3. Japan Red Foxes now take match points going into Game 4. Again, Sake now having more issues, so we'll make sure to fix any of them if we need to. Japan Red Foxes, one more win, and it's their series. Hopefully, again, we fix whatever issues Sake's having. And so hopefully, again, we get him back. He is back. Hopefully he's ready to play. Going into Game 4. That is not what I guess you guys can see my friend list then. Looks like we're going to be taking the whole minute of time that is left, and Paranoid Foxes now only need one more to take the series. We're up 2-1. And again, we're so close to the end. Is Japan Red Foxes just need one more win, one more great game from them, and they'll continue their success and continue competing with the top. As we've had some people leaving. We're gonna do a quick reset here. Reset. We're gonna reset this game. We're gonna leave this lobby. That was a bad one. We're gonna reset, as seems like we had some issues there from the players. We'll go back to this page here and make sure we make that lobby again. Let's just make it. Again, we are having issues. We've been able to remake that lobby, though, as they did have some issues at the very beginning of the game. We can reset there. We want to make sure that a win is fair. It does seem like they're having issues. We're going to make sure that they can fix it as soon as possible. I'm going to close my door 1 second. There we go. It's closed now. Ugh. And here we go. I'm making sure that Japan Red Foxes can join, as we do have the Titl and Emelee players and Trick are happy in. Make sure Japan Red Foxes are getting in. There they are. Game 4. We're gonna have that was a quick reset, but we're back anyways, and hopefully we don't continue having those issues. Sake has been having computer issues again, so hopefully we don't see them reappear. Lucky enough, it was at the very start of the game, so it doesn't really have any effects. Sake, though, he's gonna come back with a fury. Scoring first for Japan Red Foxes. 9 seconds in, and the kickoff was a big factor into that one. Drax is using that shot, using the pass off the wall to give Sake a shot from the midfield that Sake buries into the back of the net. And Japan Red Fox is off to a start that they are going to love. Maybe they can continue adding to that. As here comes Sake again. Infield, but Zay, he's going to challenge Big Vonton, but Big Vonton wins. Draxus needs to be careful with Beige there. Waits out his turn. And passing up, Zay was there to get it, but he didn't have any boost. Had he had one boost pad, he could have reached that. And put Titl and Emelee in a real difficult situation, as Sake, again, he's loitering on the back wall. And Japan Red Foxes making Titl and Emelee uncomfortable in their own half. Zay with a chance on Bees, and he's not going to miss this one. Zay with his first goal. Japan Red Foxes, it's been an absolute demo fest, but at the end of it, they're still, Japan Red Foxes, they're still scoring. And now with the 2-goal lead, they're now putting Titl and Emelee in an awkward situation. Beige. Cleared back by Sake off the back wall, and Sake looking for a double, can't get it. Drax is in, and Drax scores again. Everybody on Japan Red Foxes has a goal right now. In fact, what are the assists? Okay, no one has 2 assists, so my goodness, everybody's been scoring. Everybody's been getting involved with Japan Red Foxes. Full team effort in this first minute. And they're now running up the score. But the kickoff isn't great for them. Japan Red Foxes, all 3 of them were turning around the ball. But Titl and Emelee didn't see that coming. His Big Ronton looking for Dimensions. Dimensions shot is good. Sake, though, given enough time to make the goaltending play. Draxes going up, and here comes Beige. Titl and Emelee with the wind knocked out of their sails. Need to get some here with a goal. Draxus is fine with waiting for Dimensions' play, but Dimensions knows better. Big Vonton is going to get a flick. Beige is not willing to challenge when he can't get a win. Japan Red Foxes now. Another demo in the backfield from them. And that's going to put Titl and Emelee in stitches. Oh, but a double commit. It's a pass to Draxes, and he fakes out one player, trying to fake out Beige. Oh, and he does. He actually gets a win there. But Beige bumps him away. Here comes Dimensions. In Fearless Steelmzy on the line. There we go. Dimensions. Creativity gives Titl and Emelee their first goal of Game 4, a game they need to win. And Dimensions, instead of passing in for Big Vonton like most players would, decides he's going to take it himself, put it in his own hands, and put it in the back of the orange net. Titl and Emelee with one goal back. Can they make the comeback plays? Titl and Emelee, though. Sorry, Japan Red Foxes, though. We are seeing them kind of getting close to each other. They are all, a lot of times they're all sharing the same space. Need to be careful with that, because that can cause double commits. As you can see here, Zay and Draxes side by side. They need to spread out. They do, and Zay infield, but Draxes taken out of the field by Vonton. It's back. Sake down for Draxes, and both of them had to commit for it, but they make the save. Because I think we might be having some issues on the backfield. No, we aren't. Okay, I thought Sake stopped for a second, but he's all right. Dimensions, one last touch down for Vonton, but his shot is well wide. Draxes and Zay in the same place. Sake doesn't get the touch, neither does Beige. And Japan Red Foxes still having to play defense simulator. But with that clear from Draxes, all the way to Sake, they changed the position of the field, and they changed possessions almost instantly, but no goals from them. Titl and Emelee still searching on offense for the goal to make this game within reach. Chance in front of the nets. No one on the back wall. No one there. Draxes. Speedy recoveries. Japan Red Foxes aren't playing the back wall defense the exact same they usually do. They're playing a lot more grounded. It seems like this continued pressure from Titl and Emelee starting to put a dent in their defense. Sake is just going to put a dent in Big Vonton. Infield from Dimensions. This is going to be in for Beige. Beige! And a comeback is possible. With 1 minute 19 seconds remaining, Japan Red Foxes needs to find a way to break out of defense. They've been put back in their own defensive half, stuck for seemingly the longest amount of time. Japan Red Fox needs to hold here, maybe even get another goal to continue to force Titl and Emelee to play extremely aggressive. Japan Red Foxes double commit, but no one up for Titl and Emelee. Drax is up. Zay to keep it in, and Japan Red Foxes, no problem going for that kind of stuff. They have that faith in each other. As Drax is trying to be a one-man army, but a double commit, and Japan Red Foxes may have just thrown away that chance to get another goal and put in a 2-goal lead. Drax is in field. It's Beige who replies. Needs to be careful with that play. Sake now towards his own net. He's going to use his own back wall. Does use all of his boost. Bumps out Draxes. Japan Red Foxes not playing well. They're stumbling over each other, stepping on each other's toes. And a clear is all they needed. Sake giving his team some breathing room. Some necessary breathing room, because Japan Red Foxes definitely looking shaky. Draxes trying to going down for Zay. Dimensions up, and Zay removes him. 50-50s with Beige. Vonton to shoot it up. And Draxes to clear it back. Sake, final 10 seconds. Titl and Emelee needs a goal right now. Sake to keep it in the corner for Japan Red Foxes. Just need to let it drop now. And Titl and Emelee will be out. They do! Japan Red Foxes let it drop on the goal line. 3-1 win. What a play from them. That's the series for you. A win for Japan Red Foxes. As a win goes 3-1. And that's going to be very happy for them. They keep going up in the league. They are one of the toughest teams here, and so makes sense they are able to take it after losing game 1. We are going to get a quick interview with the players of Japan Red Foxes. Again, we are going to get an interview with them. We're going to take a We're gonna just wait for them to join. See if they do join right now. Hopefully they do. What a win for them. The Spaceman Sweep, as it's called. We'll give them success. Again, we are making sure to get them in here for that short interview. There's going to be 2 players joining. I believe it will be Draxus and Zay. Yeah, it will be Draxus and Zay joining us. As that series concludes, we'll give Japan Red Foxes a great record to continue their excellent form in the league. Waiting for both players to join though, and then I'll let you guys listen to them as we do a quick interview afterwards. We are waiting for them. And we're making sure that they get in for the interview. I hope it doesn't take too long. Okay, well, we'll make sure to wait for them to join in anyways. As oh hey, Zay and Sake is here. Hello guys, how you doing? Congratulations on your win. Oh, and
Thanks,
Drax is.
pal.
Everybody's here. The whole gang's here. Well, congratulations on your win. We get to now have the interview portion of this. We're gonna start off asking Zay, man, you guys played a lot of defense in that last game. How in the world did you guys hold out that Titl and Emelee aggression that was slowly clawing back in the end of that game? How'd you guys change the tide?
My balls was hot.
Zay, shut up. Stop.
So I
Zay,
put a cup on, and that's how the defense went.
so you shielded you guys. You shielded yourselves in there. You guys held out for the very last moments. As now we're gonna ask you, Sake, leading your team to it. After game 1, you guys, it was a little difficult for you guys. You guys lost game 1. It was very close, but you had that turnaround in game 2. Did you guys change anything, or was it just simply the change of the wind?
We stopped trolling as much.
Sake put a preset on.
Sake, did you actually change preset? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I had to change it like 5 times.
Yeah. Don't worry, man. I feel you. And is Draxus here? He's
Yes, indeed, he is indeed
On the
here.
way for nothing.
Yeah.
he's deafened himself. Well, we'll wait and see if he comes back. But I mean, the next question back to you, Zay. I mean, but that when where do you guys are expected to go in the playoffs? I mean, what do you guys have plans there? What do you guys plan to do in the rest of this week to kind of train for that? Because you guys are definitely making it.
We're gonna like reverse sweep someone because we're gonna be bored.
And we're gonna purposely lose 2 matches and then reverse sweep.
Reverse sweep. Yeah, for fun.
You're gonna reverse sweep someone for the content. No, I
Yeah.
get it. You know, you gotta get the Twitch content there. You gotta get the best content
gotta stream
possible.
that
Yeah,
one.
make it a little bit interesting and farm stat farm.
Well, that's how you guys score so much. And hey, Draxus is back. Hey, Draxus.
Finally.
Yo, what's up?
And I will say the big thing. I mean, I know there's a lot of tech issues on your side. Hopefully, you guys can resolve those. But obviously, did those tech issues stop you guys in any way, Draxus?
No.
I mean, not really.
Not really. You just chugged on. You guys just like decided, you know what? The tech issues don't matter. We're still gonna play our game.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, we already came in with a winning mentality, so I don't think we were very affected either by anything. This first game was unfortunate. but we pulled through. We won the series. That's all that matters.
Yep, a win's a win, and doesn't matter for most teams. It doesn't matter just how weird they look, as long as you get the win. That's good enough for you guys. Well, thank you so much for joining. Again, congratulations on your win. But before you do go, we do have a short shout out section at the end of every single interview. So now's the time to do it. We'll start with Zay. To shout out people who have helped you along the way.
Shout out to my moms. Feel me? She shoved me out that thing. I got out the trenches. Yeah. Shout out my mom. That's it.
Okay, and then of course next up, Drax is now. It's your turn to do a short shout outs. Do you have anyone that you think should be mentioned on stream?
Oh yeah, shout out to Sakura, my babe. I love you.
You guys are okay. You guys are finding something funny. Is this like you guys are just fooling around over here? I love the chill mentality, and then we end up with Sake. With the final few shoutouts, it's now the time is yours to shout out anyone that's brought you this far in the league.
Wait, can you repeat that?
Sure, now is your time to shout out anyone that's helped you along the way, getting you this far into the league, and looking even further beyond to maybe even take the title.
So, like...
Just shout out, man. Shout out whoever...
Anyone?
Bitch, it's a
Anyone.
shout out. Oh my god, it's not that hard.
You just...
No, chill. Alright. Shout out to Zay for carrying my bum ass.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Again, congratulations on your win tonight, guys, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the future.
Alrighty, thank you.
Winning that championship.
Of course. Hope. Yeah. Hey, maybe we'll see you guys. Yeah, we'll see you guys hold the trophy in the future. Maybe you'll even be on this stream. Thank you so much. Have an amazing evening. That was the players of the Japan Red Foxes, and that's going to end the stream. We're very quickly going to get a raid in to someone who is out there to raid. Let's get a raid going to... Oh, I accidentally ran an ad. Let's go to Brokefang. Brokefang's a cool guy. I like him. He's a friendly person, so let's go shout him out. Let's go give him some love. Okay, guys. See you guys. I'm gonna have to end the stream quickly, though. Thank you guys so much for being amazing sports.